Hello, friends. My name's Michelle, and I call myself the Beauty Treasure Hunter. Today, I'm going to be trying some makeup from Bourjois, the Healthy Mix Foundation and Concealer. I'm going to be using some of my favorite makeup from this summer. Everything is linked for you in the description. So if you want to see how I got this look, then hang right with me. I just popped on a fresh set of my God Venus Wispy Lash Clusters. This is the short set in C Curl. I also use my Kiss Super Stick up to 5-day wear glue. And when I put on a fresh set, I always like to do some tight lining underneath. And I do have one warning for you of a shadow stick, not to use because it really does burn quite bad. It is the L'Oreal Le Shadow Stick. Now I'm sure it's fine above, but for like tight lining or water lining, don't even try it. Instead, I pitted some pricier ones against some cheaper ones. On this side, I started off and I did part of my eye with the MCO Beauty, and I think this one's in chocolate, and it worked well. And also, I do like the Thrive waterproof one, and it's in the color Rigi, Riji. And I did have to wipe this off to kind of get it fresh again. Hadn't used it in a while, but that worked great. And then on this side, the total winner is the LA Colors Shadow Stick. And this one is in the color Groovy. You might find this at the Dollar Tree, but it's also on Amazon. Another good alternative is the Wet n Wild Multi-Stick in Chocolate Cheat Day. It's a little bit lighter. So the LA Colors was my favorite. Decided to sling my hair up in a bun, and I have been loving these little hair bungee cords. That's what they look like. They have little hooks on the ends. And so you gather up your hair, however you want it to be, hook it in there, wrap it around as many times as you want to, and then hook it on the other side. And they come out so easily and they don't damage your hair. And you get a big entire pack of them. And I'm still on my first one. I like to use things until I wear them out and then get another one. So, in case you like to put your hair up, you might want to try the bungee cords. Hey, for my sunscreen today, I have been reaching over and over for this Rice Probiotics watery sunscreen. It is a chemical one, but it just disappears. Not sticky at all. For my under eye area, I'm going to use my Cell Fusion C Airy Stick Sunscreen SPF 50. It is so smooth coming on. It's just a treat to even put it on. So I'll let that be marinating. And I always like to go in with a little bit of color, tinted sunscreen. This is by Beauty of Joeson. It is the light pink or light peach 110 color. To give it a shake, looks like this. And this is zinc, so it is mineral. I like to do a clear and then a tinted, and then I know I've got enough, you know. And to give myself a little bit of color today, I've got this CoverGirl Clean Fresh All Over Dewy Tint. This one is in Toasty Nude. They also have some other colors that you could use like as blush. I'm going to give this a shake. Here's what it looks like. Kind of like a gel bronzer. That reminds me of their CoverGirl, the new liquid bronzer that's out. Yeah, this one. It's a lot like that same consistency. Let's compare them. And the color's a smidge different. This one is the new one in Very Light. And this is the one in the tube that's called Toasty Nude. So it's a little bit warmer. You get a lot more product in the new one. It's 1 fluid ounce, and the teeny weeny tube is only 0.33. Hey, I tried some new concealer this week. It's to cover like tattoos and stuff, but I'm also going to use it to cover my spot back here. But anyway, it comes with 2 shades that you can mix and customize. So I'm going to use just the lightest, and it comes with a little lid inside. I'm going to use the lightest to prime my eyelids with. It's pretty light, but all I need it to do is cover my veins here. And it does that just great. And I know Amazon had a coupon. I think I got, the whole set for like $7.98, I want to say. It's normally like $14, so it was, with the coupon, it was half off. So I thought, yep, I'm going to try that. Yesterday, I mixed and just kind of used it to fill in my pores and my T-zone, and it did a phenomenal job of that. It's a little bit messy, but worth it, I think. Okay, I tried this Luminous Eye Corrector SPF 45. It's by Pagevine. I think it's supposed to be a dupe for, I'll pop it up on the screen. Here's what it looks like. This is in shade 3. So I'm just going to think of it as a color corrector and sunscreen for my under eyes. I'm not going to think of it as my actual concealer. It's pretty thin, has a little bit of reflect. When I used it yesterday, I did not put anything underneath it, and it was a little bit too dry, believe it or not. So today, with a little bit of my stick sunscreen under there, it's doing better. For my eyeshadow today, I'm going to use this palette by Lottie London. This one is called the Mattes. And I shall use, this is from the white View Art set for the eyes. It's called the Flame Blender number 11. Looks like a flame on a candle. It's nice and fluffy, and I'm going to start with this one right up here, the lightest. It's my overall color. Oh gosh, this brush feels so good. It's just like a treat to just fluff it on your eyes. Oh. And I do have links now, so if you want to follow along in the description box, you can do that. I'm going to move to same set, same View Art set, number 17, the Eye Buffer. It's a little bit smaller, and I'm going to move to this color right here. Just kind of go in the crease and above. If you have any creasing on your outer edges like I do, circles are really handy to get that all buffed in. Okay, even a little bit smaller, same set, number 21, Precise Blender. I'm gonna go in with this one right here, just getting a little bit darker each time. Staying in the outer corner, pulling it in just a little bit. Not worrying about if I get it exactly straight over here or angled or anything, because I'm going to clean that up. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the All Over Lip number 22, but you know how I like to use lip brushes for liner brushes, and I'm going to use that same color. It's kind of a nice chocolate brown, filling in that triangle right there. Okay, now I'm going to clean up with just a wipe. I have to remind myself every time to relax first. And now I always like some sparkle. And one of my favorite sparkle sticks of the new jelly sticks is by Sheglam. And this one is in the shade Rosy Gem. I like to take off the little cap, protects it nicely. And this is just a nice snowy white sparkle. I like to go in the center. And of all the affordable ones, these are the ones I like the best. I'm going to do a little bit of tapping above. And then I like to turn it on its side. Go right in the inner corner. Hey, I am trying some new foundation and concealer from Bourjois. It is the Healthy Mix, vitamins C, B5, and E. And I'll have to pop up what shade my concealer is. This is a mini rounded slant 370, and it is from a 3-piece Bourjois set that I have labeled as like a contour. There's like a small, this is a small, medium, and large of this particular shape, which I really like this shape. Okay, so far so good on the concealer. I liked the way it spread and blended out over on the other eye. And this one. Feels very nice. Okay, not going to set that just yet. We'll see how it goes. Going to work on these brows. I really do need to dye them, but until I can do that, I'm going to use my L'Oreal Magic Root Precision. It's really meant to like touch up gray growth on the hair. Comes with a brush, and it's a click up product. I like to use just like a slanted thin brush. This one is from Bourjois. It is the 317 wing liner, and it comes in the black eye set. I like to just cover it up, dip it down in there, and just gently pushing it up. I like to pull it down a little bit because I've lost the tail of my brows. This works well both for tinting the skin and coating the hairs. Some brow products only do one or the other. Usually they're pretty good at giving your skin color underneath, but not hanging on to the actual hairs. But when you have light or gray growth, you want to cover that and for it to cling on to the hair. And I'm going to use spoolie. I could have used this from the white eye brush set as well. This is the one I just found from the spoolie sticking up. I like this one because when I go back in to blend it into the skin underneath, it doesn't wipe it off of the hairs. And I'm reaching for my Essence Brow Lift and Freeze Gel. I do like to pat it down. Okay, so far so good on the concealer. Gonna set with my H2O Lock powder by LA Girl, and the number 79 works really well from the Bourjois set. I think you can also purchase this one by itself, and that feels wonderful. Gonna go in with some Sky Tubes mascara on the bottom. Anytime I can see my bottom lashes, I'm just so excited. Hey, now it's time to try this new foundation, the Healthy Mix. This one is in 55N, so it is deep beige. But I really like this color for summertime. And I've been enjoying this number 64 brush because it has some lighter bristles that stick up a little bit farther. They just help to get it into your pores. I saw someone demo this, a content creator out of the UK, to pop her up. She used a type that had a dropper, but I don't think they had that in my shade, or it was super expensive. This one was, I want to say, like around $10, 9 something. It's like, heck yeah, I'll try that. And the concealer that I used back on my spot is working really well. I still see it, but not too bad. Still looks like skin too. I'm gonna check my 10X mirror. I just like to press. Okay, I think it looks pretty good. To contour today, I'm gonna use my Revlon Glimmer Tinted Moisturizer Stick in 170, which looks like this. I'm going to use this double-ended brush by Bourjois Design. It's got a fluffier end, but also a nice dense end. So I'm going to use that today. Feels very nice. Okay, I got this by What's Up Beauty. It's the Rose Hippity blush wand. Got this in my Ipsy box. I can't remember, was this past time or the time before? But just like all the other ones, you have to undo it and then squeeze, and then I like to shut it back. I'm gonna compare my 47s for you. Here we go. All right. This one is the actual Sephora 47. This one is the Bourjois 47. And this is one that I got off of AliExpress. And it's fluffing up. It's getting there. I just love this shape. I'm going to use the Bourjois one. I like to use this for like blending out cream blushes and bronzers. Some people like to use this shape for foundation. It's almost like a modified cat paw. It's a little thinner than your normal foundation cat paw. And e.l.f. has one as well. It's like made for it's the tint blender, the blush tint, or blush stain blender. And I do have eye bags, so I have figured out that if I don't leave that white under my eye, if I bring it up under there, it does help send it to the background. You know, it's an art trick. And I'm going to use both blush and bronzer, the new ones from Physicians Formula. This one is totally cool, the blush, because it's ombre. So you've got one color up top. You've got a darker color at the bottom. And if you mix it all up, you know, you get something in between. It's like having 3 blushes in one. And I like to use a fluffy number 93 for that. And I'm just going to kind of pounce it around a couple places because it is pretty pigmented. The bottom one, the darker one, is more pigmented. And then my favorite brush for bronzer is the number 50. This is in Solar Bronze. I do just kind of like to pounce it all over. And when I put my hair up, I like to get back there too. And I did forget to moisturize my lips, but I have been really loving the e.l.f. Thirst Burst Plump Tide Lip Treatment. So I'll do it real quick, just on the center. And I'm going to use some Melt Cosmetics, the Perfectionist Lip Pencil in Cinnamon, as my liner today. This liner almost just puts itself on. It's nice and firm, but I like that. And the color is just perfect for my lip color. And I've got some LA Colors Oh So Shiny lip color today. And this one is in Beam. And it gives such a nice color. I think it goes well with that lip liner. And it is shiny, but it's not sparkly. So for my sparkle today, because I have to have sparkle, it's the LA Girl Lumilicious. This one's in Champagne, because I love to sparkle. I think having some sparkle actually looks better on my crepey eyelids than if I just leave them matte. Matte really, I think, shows texture worse than sparkle. So I don't know why anybody would say, if you're over whatever age, to not wear that. I love to sparkle. Sparkle with me. To cover up my pores or to fill in my pores, I love the Cars Land powder. And it's like $18, I think, on Amazon. But I have found the Kaida Pinky Focus powder. Looks a lot like it. Also comes with a little puff. And this one's a lot cheaper. So I just like to press anywhere my pores are larger. I've noticed right in here is where I notice my pores the most. And I've really been enjoying the new PDRN Hyaluron Spray. It's biphase, but you can see it's all mixed up. Unlike the Dalba where you have to shake it and then worry about what's in the little spray tube, this has the beads suspended in there so that you don't have to like shake it up. And I like that for just melting everything back together. And then for my finishing powder today, I'm going to use the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer. This one's in Snickerdoodle. Sugar Cookie is the lightest one, but I kind of like Snickerdoodle a little bit better. Kind of has like a pinky color to it. And then I have been using this really fluffy Real Techniques powder brush. It's the 091. Can you see that popping up from there? And this just adds a little bit of sheen back in so that you don't look completely flat. And I was supposed to do my setting spray first and I forgot today. I'm going to go in with this Cars Land Black Magnet Soft Focus Liquid Powder Spray. I think it's supposed to be like the Danessa Myricks, a Yummy Skin Liquid Blurring Balm. They both have the little beads. You should shake it up. Super fine mist. And I don't think I need to go back in with finishing powder again. There's such a light scent. I love that. So I'll let you see what I'm seeing. It feels good, feels nice. And I've gotten all fixed up for the day so that I can go scrape grout up in my upstairs shower, getting ready to sell our house. And I'm spiffing things up. But I do have to go get my son after a while at school, so I do need to look, presentable. But I would highly recommend everything I used today. I do have everything that I used linked in the description. I am now an Amazon affiliate, so if you use those links, I do get a little commission, and I really, really appreciate you clicking on them and taking a look. And I'm only recommending things that I honestly, wholeheartedly believe in and that are a really good value because I'm still the beauty treasure hunter, right? Thank you for watching today. Wherever you are in the world, I hope you're doing well. My thoughts are with you. I'm hoping to send positive vibes your way, and I hope you see me next time.